What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. We are back with another video. This video is under the Fair Use Act, and the Fair Use Act is in the description box of the video as well as the About Me section of the platform. The Fair Use Act is used to educate you guys on what we are covering on this particular platform. Please keep in mind that this video and all my videos are allegedly as well as education purposes only. I want to kind of speak out about the whole passing of Clive Davis. I feel like it wasn't much light on it. I didn't see many people talking about it. And when I think of Clive Davis, absolutely, I do think of Miss Whitney Houston. Now, I know a lot of people are saying, this timing may be off, so forth and so on. But I think that is perfect timing because I do feel like when things like this happen, that we need to still acknowledge those that were, attached to or those that became, who they are because of certain people. We've heard stories down the road of Clive helping Diddy out, and we know the whole situation about Whitney being one of his most famous stars. Whitney, the I want to say Springsteen or whatever the case, but Clive Davis was allegedly hospitalized and may due to some kind of respiratory problem, respiratory infection, or whatever the case. And he was released. The next thing we have this situation. But still, we're going to say condolences to the family. At the end of the day, a death is a death, and it's hard on any family in spite of or whatever the case. However, Whitney Houston, the night that she passed away, she was allegedly supposed to be showing up to some kind of award ceremony or whatever that Clive was giving. Nevertheless, she never made it. She ended up passing. The ambulance was there. All this was going on. But during all of that, people started saying, well, Ray J, you saw her last, allegedly. It's still allegedly. I do feel like a lot that Ray J is going through is because he's still dealing with things within. Not saying that he did nothing, but he might have, have a thought or an idea or feel away towards whoever could have, would have, should have, in my opinion, allegedly. And so I do feel like Ray J is dealing with a lot concerning that. Some would say, well, what was Ray J doing or what was Whitney doing with a man so young as Ray J? I'm still not going to act like that Whitney didn't give Brandy a letter. What was in the letter? We don't know. I don't know. Do you guys know? Allegedly. But we all seen it happen on TV. It's a lot. But at the end of the day, he paved the way for a lot of people, good, bad, and indifferent. Even what got me, the last memory that I have of seeing Clive Davis is Diddy was in trouble and the cameras were there and they were saying, well, what do you feel about? He said, who? And I knew it was done. You know what I mean? I just pretty much knew that, within his old age or whatever the case, that, it wouldn't be long. And that's my opinion. Yeah, he was like, who? They was like, well, the Diddy thing. The who? Anyway, just a little laugh at the end of the day. Again, condolences to the family. Again, I do feel like a lot of what Ray J is dealing with is maybe it's something is tugging on his heart. Maybe something he may want to say. Maybe something he want to share. I don't know. But I do feel like Ray J is dealing with a lot, considering that allegedly he was in the presence at the time, in my opinion. Allegedly. Allegedly. And yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think about this whole thing? Now that Clive Davis is gone, he don't remember Diddy. Whitney Houston is gone, and it's like Ray J is the last man standing. But Ray J seems to always find himself in trouble. Need to be in a boxing ring where he have no business because allegedly he have heart issues. He's boxing. He's crashing out. He's doing the most. He's just all over the place. And my thing is this with Ray J. Because I do remember one wish. Who don't? Who don't? But the thing is this, Ray J, I feel like Ray J is one of those older ones that still want to stay young, right? He still want to be part of what's going on with everybody. Still want to be implanted in things that, sometimes God bring you out of things and you keep going back and going back and going back only to find the same outcome. And so when do you as a person say, okay, what else, Lord? What else you want me to do? Excuse me. But that's neither here nor there. Leave that up to Ray J. But again, I feel like not many were speaking about it, so I decided to come forth and speak about it and give some of my, memories or the things that I remember going around or being said allegedly. And That was the man don't know Diddy. Last we checked, he was like, who? Mm-mm-mm. Anyway, Clive Davis is gone, y'all. Could we forget him? No, because we're going to remember Whitney. Diddy, forever Diddy. Right? And so when you think of him again, you're going to think of some of these famous names that he helped pave the way. People say, that he financially helped Diddy, so forth and so on. Others saying, well, Diddy had his own money. We all know that Diddy is a very educated man, Harvard graduated, whatever the case. And we know that with the education that he had, a lot of the artists that was coming up behind Diddy, they had no idea. They had no idea about any paperwork. They had no idea that maybe he was trying to boo Benzo them out of their money. Who knows, allegedly, in my opinion. Anyway, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Love on those that love on you. And let me know what you guys think about Clive Davis passing away. And did the first thing you think about was maybe Whitney Houston, or his reaction to Diddy being locked up, or even Ray J being at the party as well as allegedly? Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Love on those that love on you, and pray for the world. Peace.